Welcome to Gaming for Grandparents. I'm Echo Pearl, and today we're not going to play Minecraft, we're going to play Toy Defense 2. Now, I get a lot of my games from bigbishgames.com. I have a monthly subscription that's like $6.99. When you do a monthly subscription, you'll get a credit to get a game once a month. They do not pay me. They are not sponsoring this video. I'm just telling you where I get my games. So if you enjoy this video, please subscribe and you can turn on the bell icon so you're notified of the next upload. So let's get started. Okay, so today we are going to play Toy Defense number 2. The music was so loud when I opened up the game that I immediately lowered it, but it still completely wiped out my voice. And I was talking about how you can go into settings and you can adjust the music. I ended up having to completely turn off the music because it didn't matter what volume I had it on, you could not hear me recording anything. And this is where I go back in and I turn it completely off because it was still too loud. And then the sound is what we'll get when we get into the game. And we will go with changing our name. Oh, I have to hit new. I'll just say player 2. And you have the option of doing casual or hard. I just play casually. I'm not in a competition. I just enjoy playing the game as is, and we can go from there. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll click yes for casual, and I've named myself player 2. When I changed player, I had to go back into settings and turn off the music again and change the sound here and change our settings again. Um, this setting here is going to hear different. It'll be the characters or the gameplay where you'll hear little explosions or men screaming or whatever. The typical stuff of war. Um, War games, I should say. Obviously, war is a whole different story. But this is an easy strategy game that doesn't use the mouse as much as Solitaire or Mahjong. You basically are placing the character at its station, and it will do the firing. And it's all about strategic placement of your little fighters and all the equipment. So with that, we will go ahead and get into it and hit play. It gives us this back story of all these little toys playing and there's a war starting. So that's actually where it all comes from, is it's just a toy soldiers. That's why it's called Toy Defense. And this is the second version. I prefer this version. So, and it immediately teaches you to, okay, you're going to spend $20, and up here in the left corner, you see that you have 100 lives and you have $20. Now, the object is these the assaults are going to come down these roads and down this road, and they're all going to try to get to your base. And this is your base, and this is what you're protecting. Um, so it's telling you to put the character there. That's not actually the best placement. Best placement is actually over here. And there's a short distance that they can actually fire. So you want to make sure that you're not expecting, if you put one here, you're not expecting it to be able to hit over here because that's not the distance just a rifleman can shoot. And so we'll have 3 slots here, and that we'll end up using, but we don't have any more money. So the second I place this rifleman, I don't have any more money. This box here tells us this is the direction that they're going to come in. The attack is going to come in. So this guy will turn, and that's the other thing about where you're placing them is based on where the attack is coming from. So that first placement, you always want to look for this box so you know where to place them. Alright, I got exactly 20 to add another guy. So we'll go ahead and add a second guy, and I put him right there. So yes, in real life, if these were placed across from each other, they might end up being shooting each other because of the crossfire. But in this case, we're playing toy defense, not real defense. And now I have enough money to add another guy, so I'm going to put them in that circle. And each one of these circles are your only options of where to place these. Okay, phone interrupted me, but let's see where we're at. I had to pause the game for a second there. And you can fast forward, you can pause the game here or fast forward it. So when they're moving really slow like this, I may go ahead and speed it up just to get them closer to these guys so that, the game isn't taking as long. But you do not have to speed it up. You can actually let it go slow. But when I speed it up, you saw how fast everything happens. And you can just speed it up, turn it off. And now I have over $108 and I've won this level. And there's 4 of 4 levels that I just completed here. Now it's saying, hey, save your heroes. So the guys that have the most experience, and the experience is this blue bar, I want to pick them. This guy that barely got any hits in, he has so little experience, I don't want to save him. So I'm going to move this down, or select these guys as soon as it allows me to, and I'm going to move them into here. Now what's important now is that I have this going here, is normally these guys cost $20, but you'll see when I start the next level that they're only going to cost $14. So you definitely want to save your heroes, not only because they have this experience, which is going to allow me to level them up and give them a higher rank. So right now, as you can see by their markings, they're at a private setting. Private ranking, I guess. Sorry, I didn't serve in the military. I don't know the exact terminology. So then when you save to move on to the next level, this is where you can buy your equipment. So I have earned 60 stars, so I can spend them on upgrades. And I already have 135 stars. Oh, sorry, I have 135 stars. To level this rifleman up, it's going to cost me $60. So, of course, I'm going to level him up. And I leveled him up 2 ranks. But now I can go in here and select these striking bullets that grants 10% extra chance of doing damage, as well as a defense, which is reduces the movement of the attack by 40%. So I'm actually going to select both of these, and what will happen is the 2 guys that I have saved, one of them I will make a defense, one will be defense, the other one will be firepower. And I don't have enough money to level up anything else, I don't think. Nope. I'm down to 235 stars. So, and the next thing costs 250. So we'll go ahead and play the next level, and we'll see about leveling up these guys in the next level. So we're going to pursue this mission 2, and we're at Stalingard? Sorry, don't know how to pronounce that either. Let's get into this. So now I've got an attack coming this direction and an attack coming from this direction. And right now it's going to be infantry. So I'm going to put one of these guys here to take on that attack there. And then I'm going to put the other guy here to take on this attack here. And I'll add a third guy here as soon as I have the money. Right now I only have $12. So we'll get into this, and as you can see, as we increase in missions, the levels will get harder. And see right there, it says click to upgrade the soldier. Boom! I now have enough money, and it's going to cost me $30 to upgrade him. But that's going to be a good thing because now he's going to have more firepower. And now we have these motorcycles with the side card, and he's powerful enough to take both the side card out and the driver out. And that's the key thing about leveling these guys up. I just leveled him up. Now I'm going to add an additional shooter here, and I'm going to add an additional shooter here. What that does is it gives me 2 coming down this line, and then 2 on this line. And then I can just speed it up, and we're ready to go. Now I'm already to a point where I can level up this guy because he now has enough experience to be leveled up. But look at this guy. He's already ready for a 3rd stripe. And that's what experience does. So if you click on these guys, you can see the blue line, and he's 3/4 of the way. But the green line means that they've been damaged, so you have to spend money to heal them. And then this guy has next to no experience, but he's going to get some experience right here because this is going by too fast. He's not able to catch them all, so now this guy has to catch them all, or these 2 guys have to catch them. And I'm going to make this guy a shooter, so he's definitely going to be my defense guy, or my infantry sharpshooter kick-ass guy. This guy is the guy that I will try to probably level up. However, I may do this guy as a defense where he'll put a blockade down. And by taking this guy and making him be my blockade, is that he'll throw a line of barbed wire across here, but he can also throw a line of barbed wire across here. So, and that's the other thing about strategy. So even though this guy was my original hero that I had brought into this, he's not ranked as high as this guy is. So I'm going to take him now, and I'm going to take this guy, and it's all about getting the best ranking. I do have enough to go ahead and buy another slot, which will allow me to go ahead and take that guy. And that's the other thing is you want to try and get all these slots because as the game progresses, you'll need all these slots. And you'll want all these slots. So the reason why I start with Toy Defense 2 is it's the better game. Toy Defense 1, it costs more money to level them up, more money to buy the equipment to level them up, and the levels or the missions, you could get stuck on them or not even be able to complete them if you did not have maximum levels on all of your guys. So, Toy Story, or Toy Defense, sorry, not Toy Story, but Toy Defense 2, the amount it cost versus what you need to beat the game is much more equal. So that's why I'm like, bypass Toy Defense 1 and just go to Toy Defense 2. And again, as you can see, I'm not using my mouse that much. I'm using it more to point things out to you than I am to actually play the game. So that should help if you have problems with your hands. But at the same time, we're doing this strategy, so you have to analyze the situation and put the correct pieces in the correct place. So it's just, chess. Now, because I want to buy another slot, I'm actually not going to spend any money here. Um, so I'm just going to leave my stars at 820 because there's levels coming up that I know I'm going to need more slots. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm not going to spend any money. I think what I've got right now is good enough. So we'll go ahead and start the mission 3, Stalingard, right? That's how you say it? Stalingard. Stalingrad? Grad? Stalingard? Sorry. Butchering it. Okay. So in this one we have infantry coming this direction, and we'll have infantry coming this direction, and then we have our base over here. So I'm wanting to go ahead and place this guy here, place this guy who I'm going to turn into a blockade basically there, and then this guy, since I have the money to be able to place all three, I'm going to put this guy there. So the two of these can actually stop this line, and then these two here can stop this line. So that's how I put the strategy in here. I will go ahead and add another one. And I will level him up. I will level him up. I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward so that things go a little bit faster. Level him up. And now I should be able to get closer to leveling this guy up to get him to be a blockade. So that's why I focus on him. I want to try and get him the experience needed as quickly as possible because I want to get him to the blockade. But at the same time, you have to pay attention to everything that's happening to see if you need to level one of the others up first. Now, once I get $50 right there, and he throws a line there which stops the infantry, and a line there which stops the infantry. And that's what's important about this guy, is that he can, so it gives, like this guy here, he wasn't that good yet. It took a little bit more time for him to be able to shoot these things. Now they can break these, but he'll replace it. But now he's up to 2, so now once they hit this circle, that's in range. And now I'm going to go ahead and do this and level this guy up again. Get him up to 50. You kill something, it's $5, or it's $10, or it's $20, depending on what you're killing. Okay, so now it's telling me that I need to spend this. So it's saying that this is necessary. So, and this is the first time we're using this, and this is one of our, um, it's like a tank is the best way to describe this. Um, but it cost $100. Fortunately, we had the $100, and we didn't need to level anybody else up. But these tanks can only go in these square boxes. The riflemen or infantry can go in all the circles. All the others, the anti-plane, oh my God, the air-ground defense, um, and the tanks, they can only go into these square boxes. So you're limited on where you can place those. So we have a tank here. He's going to blast through that with absolute ease. And then this guy is going to finish him off. Now, fortunately, my infantry has pretty powerful guns, and they actually killed him before it ever got to the tank. And that's how important leveling your ranks up. So, okay, I want to do this, buy this for 500, and bring my tank in, because now my tank is only going to cost me $70. So instead of it costing me $100, I saved $30 by doing this. And it does, the math does work out in the end. So even though we're having the next slot, we have to come up with 750. I'm not going to buy that at this time because I want to try and level this tank up and try to get that to a better rank. So this is the tank, and high effect, it's artillery. Okay. Riflemen, um, interceptors, artillery, and AK, which is your anti-aircraft. And let's see here. So artillery, I want to level it up. So I've got 1155. So I'm going to do this a couple of times. And both of these are good. So I'm actually going to level both of them up. And I'll consistently level both of these up. I have money left over. So the next thing is probably going to be the aircraft. So I'm going to go ahead and level up the aircraft. I will go with this one first. And just so you have an idea on each one of these, this tells you this is grants 5% chance of 2 times the damage, and then reduces infantry movement. You saw how that tank just blew through that infantry or that barbed wire. So I was going to do more on the planes, but I'm going to actually do more on the defense. Because now we've got vehicle movement that can be slowed down. And that gives the riflemen and the artillery time to just absolutely wipe out that enemy. Alright, so we're ready for the next campaign. Alright, so they're coming from here, and they're coming from here, and my base is here. So I'm going to put him here. I'm going to put him here. Here. That way he will, this is again my barbed wire, so he'll draw a line there and he'll drop a line here. So I always want to really set him up good in a good place where he can block more than one line. And now I can bring in my second gunman. Alrighty. Go ahead and level that one up, because he'll get the most activity. I'll go ahead and level him up a couple. Level him up. Now, I'm not going to do any more. See how I have a tank coming up? I want to make sure I have the money for the tank. So I'm actually going to put, let's see, my tank here? Yep, tank will work. And the circle is their range, so that's why I was looking at the range. Now I'm just going to drop this into him dropping a line eventually. There we go. There. Now I've got 2 lines blocked. And I mean, it's slowing them down, and it does damage. So as they cross over it, they are damaged. So go ahead and do that. See the green mark? It means that guy was damaged. Now, obviously, these tanks are just going to blow through here. But I've got that. And now I'm going to add that. So I've got 2 gunmen that are doing pretty good at killing this without it ever getting to the tank. Now the yellow means that he's building this barbed wire. So once it's all built, it'll be ready. And he'll just keep building them so that once these are damaged, he's ready to just drop the next ones. I can finally level him up, so he's going to put out a stronger um, wire now. So it will actually stop some of these. This guy is doing so good, he's just taking them all on. Freaking Rambo. Now what happened is that these are still too strong for what he's doing, but he's getting leveled up. So as he levels up, he'll start building blockades that are stronger and will actually stop these motorcycles and the tanks. It just is this learning curve for him, and he has to just be ranked up. Um, yeah, unfortunately right now he's just blowing through these tanks and the vehicles are blowing through everything. But this time, this guy should get some activity the second the tanks hit this line here. There, he just had his first shot and he got some experience. Now he's got to do 2 shots. Yay, now I've got him leveled up. So now he's got a larger range, so the second they get here, but he's also more powerful. So that's the thing about leveling these up. And it did cost me 150 to level him up. I know it happened fast, but I was just like, yep, I want that. So now he's got 2 stripes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add another because I know that what's coming up is airplanes. So, or at least I think. Maybe not in this level, but in a future level, airplanes will be coming in. So I want to make sure I have a spot for the airplanes. Alrighty. I only got 90 left, so let's just go ahead and go to the next one. Alright, so we've got movement coming in this direction and movement that'll come in this direction. So I'm going to put one of my guys here and one of my guys here. Yeah, I'll put him here. And then the third guy I'm going to put here. So he can throw the line over here or throw the line this direction. Either way, it should help stop the incoming attack. And I think this is the first map where we'll get the planes. Sorry, I almost forgot to play the game. And these guys almost passed me. So, I'm like, ruh-roh, let me level them up. Alright, see, now we have a plane coming. I'm not going to put anything down for the plane yet, because I want to wait until I know what direction the plane is in. And it'll tell me here in a minute. It'll throw this in a direction, and I'll know what direction the planes are coming from. Okay, so the plane's coming from that direction. So I'm going to take my AC, or anti-aircraft, put it there, and the rifleman will also shoot planes. And there's the planes getting shot now. So, see the planes? And he's getting some experience, so we'll be able to hopefully level him up soon. But I see that he's letting them get past him a little bit, so I'm bringing in a second one to help. There we go. Now we've got here, I want to level this guy up. And then I want to be able to grab, when I get to $70, I want to be able to grab my tank defense. But right now, the characters themselves are doing all the work. The only time I'm using my mouse is when I'm having to select. Either rank them up, or I'm selecting the next movement that I want to make. Alright, so I don't have enough money to level these guys up yet, but I do want to get them to 52, and now the planes are coming in from this direction, and I can level this up, but I have to get to 75. And I do want to get, well, he's injured, and to fix them or repair them, you have to do the $2. But you can actually see, when I fixed him, it's no longer 77, it's back down to 75. So now it's at 75, so he's got total control over that. I'm at the 5th level on this one. And that's how they get damaged, is these guys will drive by and just shoot. Now he's going to turn in a minute. When they get to here, he'll turn, and then boom. I am going to go ahead and level this guy up, because I want him to get to that stronger fence. I need to go ahead and get this guy up, because he doesn't have that much backup. Ooh, these red tanks are much more strong. I'll throw it out, but yeah, it just broke immediately. Oh, you put it under the bridge. You needed to put it over the bridge. But this guy should shoot this guy, and it should be okay. We will see in a second. There we go. Shoot him again. Shoot him again. Shoot him again. Shoot him again. There we go. And those red tanks are like $25, so yeah. And now we just have planes coming from 2 different directions. And this guy's doing fine, but we have this guy as backup. However, if these get past him, I'll have to put another ACAC here. Yeah, if they didn't get past him, he's powerful enough. I am going to go ahead and level him up. That way he's going to be higher ranked. And I don't have to wait for him to get the experience to be a higher rank when I get him back, you know, when I save him. Because the higher the rank, you can level them all the way up to that rank. And whoops, let me quit talking and play the game. Sorry. I had to put some riflemen in the picture here. Yeah. Okay, quit shooting those guys, shoot these guys. That's the only thing you don't have control over, is who they're shooting or what they're shooting. So, and if they get into the building, you'll lose a heart. And instead of getting $835, you'll get less. So, I'm going to go ahead and let them do that so you can see what happens. And it'll just start crashing and your hearts will start going down. So instead of getting the $835, you'll get, I think, $500. So I have a victory here, because even though they got in, they didn't take all of my hearts. Let me take the aircraft, the riflemen, and my rank 2 on that. So we'll actually play this level again so you can see how you can actually improve. But it's gonna like stop at, yeah, 500. So yeah, I only get 335. So I didn't get that 500 because I didn't prevent any hearts from being taken. So let's see here. I've got you to go up to 4 levels. You that are at 3 levels. I will go ahead and invest that in that. And I can't add that. Okay. And I can't add that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit X. I'm going to hit X here. And see how these are the levels we played, 1 through 5. But see how there's 3, but I only have 2 here? I'm going to click on that and I'm going to replay that level so that I can get the 3 and get that money. So we'll put him here. We'll put him here. Do I want him here? You know, I think I will put him there. And I'll put him there. I had him here before, but knowing that I just lost, in a sense, even though I didn't really fully lose, because I didn't lose all my hearts, I'm going to put this stronger player here to try and help me win. And I may just go ahead and put a second guy there, but level these guys up. Alright. Now, I've got an aircraft coming. So I'm going to go ahead and put my aircraft guy down. But I'm going to level him up. And then I'm going to level him up. Now, I just screwed up, I think. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, good. I thought I had spent too much money leveling guys up, and I didn't have the money to buy a tank. And I do want to try and come up with a second tank. But I have to go over here to get the second tank. Yeah, I'm at 94. Boom. Now I can get the second tank. And that's what's going to prevent what happened last game. Because I just was so busy leveling all these other pieces up that I didn't get my second tank in there that I needed to get in there. But didn't make that mistake twice, so that's good. And then they just get caught in the crossfire. So that helps that. I'm going to go ahead and level up my airplane here. He's holding his own for now. I'll go ahead and level him up. So I'm on the last one, and this is the one that we lost in last time. So I'm not leveling this guy up because I didn't buy the better fence. So there's no sense of me leveling them up to stop these because it's just gonna... These will just roll right through that fence. But now we've got this going for us. We'll go ahead and add the... Because what's happened is once these are broken, you see the little guys, they come out. And that's what was happening last time. So this guy can help stop these guys as well. But, yep, not needed. And you can only level these guys up for as high as the experience they have. I'm not going to spend that yet because I need to get some more levels going. Here. See, I keep maxing this guy out, and I need to get this one up as well. Because now he's got, here it was just pretty much infantry, but now I've got something that at least will stop the motorcyclers. And it's going to take one more to completely stop the tanks. But I don't have the money. So I at least can go up one more level with him, and then I'll eventually go to get these. But basically every round you do a shopping spree. Alright, this is one of my least favorite maps because you have this coming in this direction, you have this coming in this direction, and then you have this coming in this direction. And this one always bothers me because it's like they can like turn and go that way. They never do turn and go that way, but basically what happens is this line here will actually go all the way around like that. We're not talking these enemies are smart or anything like that. This line here comes in and goes like this, and then this line here comes all the way around. So, and that's how this is all done. So I'm going to put one guy here, one shooter here, and my blockade here. For this round. And I know that right now the infantry is coming from this direction. Next round I will be putting the arsenal there. There we go. And that's what I needed to be able to add this side here. And then I will add another guy right there. And I will add that in. We'll see about leveling this guy up and see what we get. He's injured. See his green life there? Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and repair him. Because they can only take like 3 hits, these riflemen can only take like 3 hits. Oh, look at that, I've got a tank coming up. So I've got to save $70 before I forget to put a tank down. Alright, good. I will go ahead and put a guy right there. Alright, so I have the tank. I just need to know which direction the tank is going to come in at, so I'm prepared for that. And that's where the tank is coming. Okay. So the tank's there, motorcycle guy's there, and then infantry here. But I've got 4 to stop this infantry. Bring this over. Come on. Yeah. Engage, engage, engage. There we go. Now we got a handle on it. Go ahead and level that guy up. And level that guy up. Oh, damn. I've got a plane coming. And the planes are typically coming from this direction. But we'll see. Alright. So I have enough money to buy a plane plus. I'm just not sure what direction they're coming in. So I'm going to wait until I get that little icon telling me where they're coming from. Okay, so the plane's coming from here, so I'm going to put him there. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to give myself some support here. And do that there. go ahead and launch your fins. Excellent. Uh-oh. 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 My planes are getting away from me. Alright. Got another plane thing over here for me. Why didn't you lay it there? Why didn't you put it up here? And you don't have control over that. Alright. So thanks to the riflemen, that actually helped. I don't have any more planes happening in this siege right here. However, alright. Level these guys up. Okay, so this tank is attacking these guys. And then this, hopefully, when they trip his little wire. But on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and add another tank. I only have $60. Give me up to $50, guys. Come on. Or do you want to thought I would have? Try to get this level up. That. Yeah, I can't level this guy up anymore. So do that. There we go. Alright, so that was it. I still have 100 hearts. So we'll grab our aircraft carrier, grab our artillery, our rifle people, and good enough, because I want to buy some stuff. Right here. Definitely want that. There we go. Alright, now, this guy, I'm not going to do as much with him. This is our plane interceptors, and they actually help slow down the planes. So I am going to now invest in him. And then when I win the next game, if I get that $835, that will allow me to buy a slot to place him. So, let's see here. Take a minute, see where everything is at. So we've got them coming from this lane. And even though these maps will be familiar, the locations where you can put guys will change. So in this case, I'm going to put him there, and him there. I think that's the right move. Now, I've got planes and the Jeep guys. which is the, it looks like, I'm sorry, it looks like a motorcycle with a sidecar. Oops, stuck on it. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Oh, let me go ahead and level you up. And now, I will place you there. So you can shoot the tank coming. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to have a bunch more planes coming. And they're coming from that direction. So let me go ahead and get a second shooter there. And then let me level these guys up a little bit. There we go. This guy leveled up, so he's slowing all this traffic down. Thank you very much. There we go. Alright. So the tanks are being exploded by this guy. Go ahead and do this one. Alright. Uh-oh. Do my planes need more help? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. They can just swamp you sometimes, so you may not have a chance to level them up before you just get swamped, and yeah, there's nothing you can do other than just add some more that are not ranked up, and you're not killing them with quality, you're killing them with numbers. Alright, let's let these guys out. This guy is gaining experience, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get you up to 50. Alright, now I'm just going to... Yeah. Gaining experience? Yep, you're still gaining experience. Okay, good. I am going to level my planes up. Yeah. Because I have planes coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and level the planes up. But the next thing I want to level up is that. They got hung up on that, and they weren't going very far. Now I've got it. Yeah, see how chunky those are? Yeah, that's nice. Now, just hit your both sides with these guys. And I may go ahead and move in. Now they will move it, but see how much damage that's taking, but how much damage that's also taking. So get this guy leveled up. Hopefully, yes, I can do it before the end. Level this guy up to the third one, so I don't have to wait on him to get leveled up. And then the next one I want to level up is my plane in there. Although I don't think I'm having any more planes, am I? Oh well, I still want to level him up for the sole purpose of having him at that higher rank when we get to the next game. And the other thing you can do, like if I do this, I sell him for $25. I can place this guy down, and then I can save this guy. So now, do I have enough money to save to buy this? I do. Yes. Okay, so now I'm doing my interceptor, my very experienced AK, very experienced tank, and then my three infantry. And there we have it. I got the 835 on that. Now, we'll go ahead and clear back here. So that's 7 levels. Obviously, as you win a level, you get all the way up here to, I think it's 30, 25. 5 plus 4. Okay, that's 20. So you have 20 levels to get through. No, 25 levels to get through. And that's just Stalingrad. Then you have the Crusader and the Overlord. So right now we're just on this one. So you have about 75 games or levels, missions, I should say, to play and enjoy it. It's very chill, um, and it's just constantly strategizing your money and your player placement. So have fun with that and just enjoy Toy Defense 2. I got Toy Defense 2 off of Big Fish Gaming, so feel free to subscribe to them. They're not a paid sponsor. I'm not paid for any of this. I'm just trying to show you games other than Solitaire and Mahjong for you to play that still, aren't difficult on your hands, um, and yet still keeps your mind active. So if this is the type of game that you're interested in, I hope you enjoy it. And if you like this content and want to subscribe, please subscribe at Gaming for Grandparents. Thank you.